Welcome back. I want you to look at this photo. It's a former Colts defensive end years ago. That's Mark Thomas, and that was his young son, Caleb. Now his son is a University of Cincinnati college student. He fell a few weeks ago, 12 feet from his apartment in October, and he sustained a traumatic brain and spinal cord injury. 6 weeks ago, two of his best friends reached out to me asking me if I would share his story, and I said, of course, yesterday. This is a story of perseverance, faith, and of course, sadness too. His father, Mark, again, is joining us live this morning to share more about where they are in their journey. And it was these two high school buddies from Park Tudor that really started, messaging me right away saying, will you do more on this story? We want people to know about Mark and his son and the rest of the family. First, how do you talk about what happened? This is so new.
Sure.
What happened and where are you guys at today?
Yeah, well, I wish we knew exactly what had happened. He doesn't really remember the accident.
Yeah.
So he had a fall from his balcony about 15 feet high onto a parking lot and sustained a brain injury and a spinal cord injury. He's definitely come a long way. He's persevering. He's fighting hard. He's got a great attitude. He's in Chicago at a place called Shirley Ryan Ability Lab, one of the best places for spinal cord injuries in the U.S., and that's where he's at right now doing rehab, and he'll probably be there for another month, but he's doing better.
We're seeing some videos of him now, and I know that you guys have spent a lot of time, and you have, your wife and your other children that are really in the middle of this right now, trying to figure out what life is going to look like and how different it is. As a former Colts player, I've talked to you on the phone now, and you talked about, the strength and the determination of things that you have fought for in your life. Where do you put this into terms of what your family is going through and what you're dealing with right now?
Sure, I think a few things. I've been, after my Colts time and football time, I was a pastor, so faith is a big part of our family, and you're not immune to difficult situations and difficult times, and as a family we've had a few years of big difficulty. My wife lost her best friend. We just lost, my wife lost her father literally a few hours ago to cancer. So my daughter the other day looked at me and said, Dad, why is all this happening right now? And it led to a great discussion of what does faith mean? What does it mean to a family that when you have a belief and a trust and a faith in God, that it doesn't mean that bad things don't happen, but where is God? Where is faith? Where is His mercy and love in the midst of tragedy? And honestly, that's what we're walking through right now. Caleb wrote for the first time a couple days ago, and my wife sent me a picture, and I read what he wrote, and he wrote, "This is me. I look different, but it's still me." And when I saw it, it broke my heart. But the good thing is he's still there. He's still fighting. He's still the same Caleb. He's just not going to be the same Caleb that he was before.
We had that picture in some of the video, and I don't know, I had a lot that I sent to our editor, so
sure.
I don't know if that came up or not, but it was, and you could see him in that, at writing that. I wanted you to talk a little bit more about that. We only have about a minute left, and these friends wanted people to know about ways that they could help, because when something like this happens, you now have to remodel your entire home. You are thinking about, in which I know you can't go there yet, the medical bills for life and what this looks like. How do you even put into perspective the thankfulness that you have so far for those that have reached out and tried to help you all?
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing, the people that have stepped up. Obviously, his friends, Caleb was loved. He has the full personality, very well loved by the parents, by the friends, and like you said, those guys have surrounded him from the very beginning. They came to Cincinnati, all of them, when we were staying in a hotel for a month. We've had people provide meals. We've had a family friend who has literally been with us since the day this has happened. She stayed in her home. She was with us every single day in Cincinnati. She's been with my wife in Chicago the entire time she's been there. She stayed in her home when we had that brief time here when he was at St. Vincent to get off the vent. We've had meals provided. I've had people help take my other 3 kids to school and pick them up, and basketball and meals, and the support has been absolutely amazing. I have begun to think a little bit about the future, because we live in a historic home, and Caleb is going to need a first floor place to live, so we're having to do a few adjustments to our house. We got to build a bathroom that wasn't there, and transportation, all this thing. So I haven't had much time to think about that, but it is a reality. It's a difficult situation, and it's something Caleb's going to have to deal with for the rest of his life. It's going to impact the family, but we'll get through it. And the people that have surrounded us and supported us have been fantastic, and his friends are just the salt of the earth. And the fact that they reached out to you is just I think is a testimony of how much they love Caleb.
Yeah, Mark, thank you so much. I wish we had more time to talk more about it. And condolences to your father-in-law that you literally just lost hours ago. But you're a man of faith, and it's so impressive to see how you still shine that with all that you're going through. So thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You can read more about Caleb's story because they have a GoFundMe too. We'll have the full interview posted online at fox59.com/Angela Answers for you as well. And Jim, it's so neat that these two young men reached out, and wanting to, show love to their friend,
Yeah, let everyone know exactly what's going on. Thank you, guys. All right, let's